Hello everyone! Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we had a very annoying time summoning and capturing Meloetta back at the coastal biome, and in this episode, well, we are here to see Perrin, because I have met her quota. Hey there, Donnie, don't tell me. You actually got yourself 200 Pokemon from the terrarium? Impressive! It was hard work. Well, look at you, putting in all the effort. I like to see that in a kid. You probably know more about the Pokemon in the terrarium than I do, and I got here first. Guess you've earned yourself that hot tip. Take a look at these photos, would you? And our birds are going absolutely nuts in the background. So here's the photo. Now, it may be very, very, very hard to see, but you're going to notice some very unusual Pokemon in these photos. Well, this one's not the hardest. This is probably the easiest one you can identify. But yes, we got some very special Pokemon in these photos. This is our hot tip. See those strange Pokemon? The first one's called Iron Boulder, and the other one's on Iron Crown. Totally unknown Pokemon in totally unknown places. If they're real, it would be a huge deal. Apparently, these places are in Paldea. Have you any idea where, Donnie? Why, yes! That looked like Area 0 to me. Wow! Are they famous spots? I want to visit them. Of course, you know how it is these days, right? Photos can totally be fakes. But if you want to know for sure, maybe you go and try and search these Pokemon out. I can show you the photos again anytime you like. Just give me a shout. And if you find me something good, Donnie, I got faith in your survey skills. So she can show you the photos at any time you want, so that way you can relook at the photos. Those photos not only tell you about those Pokemon, but they also show you their general locations of where they will be. So pretty much use the photos she shows you to get a general idea on where that Pokemon is to go look for it. Now we will go looking for them in the next episode. But as you can probably guess, these are version exclusive. For my game, I would go after the Iron Boulder and Iron Crown. For Scarlet players, you will go after a totally different set of legendary Paradox Pokemon. So you do have a reason to get the other version and play it up to this point to get the Pokemon you are missing from your game. But at the very least, I can show you their dex entries, because I've transferred them into this game for their dex entries. And yes, you need to get them in your Pokedex if you're trying to complete the Blueberry Dex. For the Scarlet players, you will be going after Gorging Fire, which is a badass Entei. It resembles the eerie Pokemon once shown in the Paranormal magazine. This Pokemon was said to be an Entei regenerated from a fossil. Which, if Entei used to look like that, that is pretty badass. Although this does bring the question of how this Pokemon exists, given that this Entei, Suicune, and Raikou were supposed to be revived by Ho-Oh. Unless this was like their original versions of them, and then when Ho-Oh revived them, what we know is now the more modern versions. But still looks pretty sick. And your other Paradox legendary for Scarlet would be Raging Bolt, which is a Paradox Pokemon, a Raikou. It bears a resemblance to the Pokemon that became a hot topic for a short while after a Paranormal magazine touted it as Raikou's ancestor. So, Raging Bolt is Electric Dragon, and Gorging Fire is Fire Dragon. There's also a third one in the group, which is Walking Lake, which so far is only available in special raids that Pokemon occasionally hosts. So Walking Lake is the Paradox Pokemon of Suicune. It resembles an illustration published in a Paranormal magazine. It is said to be the depiction of a super ancient Suicune. So with that, we'll be going to Paldea. But we'll be going after the legendary Paradox Pokemon in the next episode. So, If you enjoy this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts this episode. And share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next episode where we go back down into Area Zero one more time to find these legendary Paradox Pokemon. Later, everybody.